Hi guys, welcome back to another GGF video. Today we're going to be going over some of the memory products that Avexir has out on the market. Now, just before we jump into this, we're not going to be going into sort of performance results, benchmarking and whatnot on their different memory kits. We're just going to be showcasing you the different kits they have available, what there is on offer, and sort of how they look. Because you can see in the board we've got here, or the two boards we've got here, there's actually quite a few different type of kits they have available. Now, bear in mind, being in Australia, Avexir is very hard to source. So with them being quite new, we're hoping to see this to sort of evolve in the coming years and hopefully get Avexir more established in the Australian market, because at the moment it's really hard to find this memory. So most of this memory here you're not going to see in Australia. Even worldwide it is hard to source. Now we've got our two setups here. We've got DDR4 on the right. I found the largest board I have that could take DDR4 to showcase all the different modules they have, and we've got DDR3 over here showcasing their DDR3 modules. Now bear in mind, I don't have all their memory kits available. This is just a selection of the gear that I have. Now moving on to their kits, most of their RAM you'll be able to get in DDR3 or DDR4 variants, so you can get either or depending on your platform. At the moment, their current ones that are DDR4 only, or will be coming out in DDR4, they may be coming out in DDR3 later on, is their new ROG certified series. So you've got the Red Tesla, which is this one here, and you've also got their Impact, which is in this one here. So the Impact is quite nifty because it's the ROG certified. It's got the LED lights on top. It's got the ROG logo on the side, but that's really designed for your Impact board. So this is the Impact 6, I believe. Now bear in mind, this is the DDR4 form, so it would be sweet if they bring it out in DDR3, because I do think it'll match this board really nicely, but at the moment they've got it in DDR4. And then same with the Red Tesla here, so you can see how nice that looks, and you can see how nice it does look when it's lit up. Bear in mind, I do think the red is a little bit too sort of brightish pinkish color. I think they needed to get a much more darker, vibrant red, and that would have looked a bit better, I reckon. All right, now some of them modules I'm not covering. They have their budget series, they have their standard series. I'm not going to cover all that. I'm just going to cover the stuff that lights up and looks good, because being in modding and that, we want the best for our systems, the stuff that's going to sort of get the wow factor. People are going to walk past and to sort of be amazed at what's going on inside your rig. So we'll start from the right on the DDR4 and work our way along. So as I've already covered the new certified ROG, that's going to be hitting the market really soon. Now moving on to their other popular series is their Blitz 1.1. Now that comes in a lot of colors. So at the moment on the DDR4 side, I've got their original, and they also have the SE, and they have a lot of different designs for different motherboard makes. So if the motherboards are MSI, Gigabyte and so on, you can get the colors to match your system. So this one here is just a silver with white LED. Now we've got the two variants of red. We've got a red with a red LED, and there's also the red module with the white LED. So there's quite a few you can get there. I'll see if I've got, don't have the other silver one, but this is what some of the red ones look there. So it's just a nice red. And now bear in mind, these kits are all sort of removable. The heat spreaders, you just undo these two little screws on the side, you can take it off. So you can actually, you can't really mix and match because the clear plexi there, it's just clear, so the colors are on the LEDs, but you could probably mix and match the different bases if you do have quite a few different kits. And just another thing, if you are wondering a quick way to find out what RAM is DDR4 and what is DDR3 without reading the numbers on the side or the text, if you just come off or something, you can just simply look at how the pins are done. Most or every DDR4 module I've seen, the pins start off sort of narrower, and then they have a bit of a bulge and they get a little bit larger, and then they sort of reverse again. So you can always tell that it's not just one straight flat line like as in DDR3. So that's just the fastest way for me to check that out. All right, so we've covered the Blitz one. I covered the Impact before. Now we'll go over their Core series. This is another popular range which I've used a bit. So this also comes in the different colors as well. The one I've got here is the Core blue. It's quite nice. It just looks like that. And to me, I think this is the one that stands out the most in rigs, because I think you see the most light on this one. Now with all these, they do pulsate. They don't pulsate in any particular order. They all vary. Sometimes they'll be out of sync, sometimes they'll be in sync. So that's the thing I get asked the most with Avexir memory. Can you control the LEDs? Or you can't. Can you turn them on and off? No, and is the pattern consistent, which is no again. So if you look at these, you might have at the moment, these two are blinking sort of evenly spaced apart. In say 5 minutes time, these might blink together. So all the sticks will randomly blink at a different response time, so you get a mixed pattern all up. All right, apart from the only ones that I've seen that are static are your red Tesla and your Raiden. All it is like a sort of a Tesla tube, and then the impact is just sort of pulsating. It looks like it's going from top to bottom. All right, so that's the core series. It comes in the blue, they have red, they have green. There's so many different types of this. They've even got a version which is like camo theme for if you run a saber-tooth board, even the white ones. That does look nice with that. Now moving on, their DDR3 Blitz. This is the one I've used in my recent gold build, which I think is really nice. It's got a yellow goldish LED on top, and then that just has a gold sort of faceplates on each side. So yeah, it's pretty much any variant for the type of rig that you're doing. Now lastly, we'll cover the Raiden. Now the Raiden's been out for, I'd say, touching a year now. When this came out, it sort of had the wow factor. Everyone was like, what is this memory? People think that it's just LED, but it is actually a form of Tesla inside this tube, the same as the ROG one. This is their first series, which was the white Raiden, and they may be bringing out more, but they've just released the ROG version, and they had this white one previously with the blue on top, which does look really nice. So I got 64 gigs of this in my workstation, and once it's all sort of flashing along, it does look really, really nice. Now bear in mind the ROG, the red Tesla and the Raiden, they do make a noise to follow the sort of the Tesla sound. Now I will move the microphone up so you can hear it. All right, now I'm not sure how loud that was on there, but it does make a slight little buzzing noise. Now bear in mind, once it's in a system, you've got a bit of atmospheric noise around you. You can't really hear it at all, but in a dead silent room like here with these out, I can definitely hear some little buzzing. Now some people will like that, some people won't. To me, it's pretty cool. It's not distracting in any way, so I don't think once you have this in a system, you're gonna hear like 1,000 bees inside your system. It's nothing like that. They've just done it purely for the effect of the Tesla running through. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to showcase some of these and hoping we can actually get this full range in Australia. Hoping some more distributors, retailers pick up on this stuff, because I use this in just about all of my builds. It works well. Haven't had any issues with any of the RAM. Bear in mind, I haven't really done much overclocking. I'm not really into overclocking and sort of extreme benching, so I'm not sure how this goes with that sort of thing. Bear in mind, I do think this isn't really aimed for overclockers at this stage. It's more sort of aimed at enthusiasts into modding. Avexir sponsor a lot of modding competition, a lot of modders. They want to just add that sort of supplement to your rig, sort of the wow factor. So it's really nice we've got a company sort of standing, sort of moving away from that area of just extreme overclocking and trying to sort of grab a whole other sort of group of people, which is really nice to see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to thank Avexir for sending me this memory for my builds. They've been sponsoring me for a few years now. Without them, I probably wouldn't even have half the builds I've been doing today. So they've been throwing a lot of support to me, which is great. So thanks to them, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next time.